We're facing a difficult and challenging time. COVID-19 has greatly impacted all of us. While we've seen and experienced the adverse side of the pandemic, it also has given us a unique opportunity to discover and demonstrate how business education can be reinvented in a way that will better serve all stakeholders, including students, employers, faculty, staff, alumni, and society at large. As we brainstorm creative ideas, our vision needs to look beyond the current pandemic. The new normal of distance teaching and working is guiding us how to adapt, innovate, manage risks, and to plan new strategies. Here are some. 1. The increased uptake of virtual education is here to stay post-pandemic. Institutions have invested heavily in virtual communication and educational platforms. Faculty have adapted to new technology and built creative distance teaching and learning practices. This provides an excellent opportunity for business schools to expand their market for online education. It also would be unwise to unlearn all of this technology adoption. 2. COVID-19 also reminded and highlighted what in-class, physically present educational settings provided. Moving forward, instructors will be reassessing how to use valuable face-to-face time with students to provide a more transformative learning experience. 3. While on one hand, the pandemic demonstrated that teaching is at the heart of the university mission, on the other, it highlighted the need to think more carefully about a more balanced ecosystem, one that extends beyond education and credentials and encompasses group learning, clubs, extracurriculum activities, and community outreach. Learners, scholars, and educators thrive on connecting with others with a sense of belonging. We must adapt rich in-person interactions for virtual platforms wherever and whenever possible. 4. COVID fast-tracked the plans of those business schools that had envisioned online programs in their strategic portfolios. With instructor readiness and installation of virtual infrastructure occurring much quicker than had been planned, business schools can take the lessons learned from this rapid pivot and move strategically and nimbly to proactively address broader challenges faced by businesses and society at large. 5. The global pandemic has impacted lifestyle choices and spending patterns. At the moment, international students are facing logistical challenges with visa conditions and requirements and travel restrictions. In the short term, this will have an impact on business education, making some business schools and/or fields more attractive than others. The demand for new types of programs is also likely to increase. 6. The pandemic also highlighted the need to prepare business graduates to deal with uncertainty and to adapt quickly. We will see more courses focused on learning from COVID-19 lessons. In particular, courses that teach competencies related to disaster management, health emergencies, and crisis supply chain management. To stay relevant, business schools must constantly adapt their programming and focus on what matters most. In the post-pandemic world, business program structure and delivery will need to be adjusted to include courses designed and delivered with industry collaboration, with more time spent in companies and more skill-oriented courses. 7. The uncertain travel environment has curtailed international exchanges and partnership programs. In the long run, successful business education programs must maintain a global outlook. Until travel restrictions are lifted, business schools should focus on building partnership programs with local and national businesses and governments, so that students can acquire much needed competencies for engagement with and contributions to their local economies. Meanwhile, to build greater flexibility, business schools should invest in building their network of partner schools. 8. The global pandemic has added another wrinkle to the value proposition of business schools. Even before the pandemic, business schools grappled with the question of their role in society, and in particular, with their responsibility for instilling the perspectives and values expected of the leaders of tomorrow. The pandemic has underlined the need for business schools to respond to the challenges presented not only by globalization and technological change, but also by changes in demographics and in the fabric of society itself. Collectively, business school graduates have the potential to be a powerful force in shaping the future, and it is up to us to start them on the right path. Last but not least, COVID-19 provided business education with a renewed sense of purpose, reminding all of us of what is important and what we have to do in order to secure our collective future.